All right. How's it going, everyone? This is Jose Trujillo, Jose. Last name Trujillo. I am the world's greatest artist with my trusted Starbucks. You would think that I'm doing a commercial for Starbucks, man. Schultz, if you're ever listening to this, I'm not asking you like, hey man, give me some money. Give me some money if I ever make it big. Give me some money. No man, just supply the coffee. Please. Supply the coffee for an artist. I know you can do it. I know you can. I know it's in you. I'll supply some art, you supply some coffee. Alright, here we go guys. I'm gonna clean my palette here, and I just finished another painting demo, and I went deep on my philosophy. I tend to tell little stories. For those of you who don't know yet, some of you know my approach here is about painting in a story, or a little painting in a little little story, little stuff that makes up our life. That way you don't just see me painting. You see a little bit more than painting. See, most artists, what I've seen that they do here on YouTube or when they record video, is that they'll show you the painting, right? And then they'll show you the what do you call it? The way they mix the paint and all of that, right? And that's really nice. That's awesome. Kudos, applause for them. That's pretty cool. Here's where I don't want to do that, right? Here's why I don't think that is the... Especially because I see most artists trying to do that. And I thought to myself, well, I don't think that people are really getting the artwork. Like, they're getting a technique. And I know that, most of you are like, I want to see the technique, man. That's cool, respect it. But I'm thinking as an artist, or as a collector. I like to collect art too. And I don't mean Picasso's. Like, I can't do that. I'm talking about art that I can afford right now. But I thought, you're only getting part of the story. Here's the thing, guys. If you're looking at this painting, and I'm just showing you like how I mix the paint, and the use, right? What everybody's doing, I don't know, on YouTube. I believe that you're not getting the story. If you're not getting the story, if you don't get to know me, if you don't get to hear about me, if you don't get to it's like seeing a painting by Van Gogh and seeing Van Gogh paint, but knowing absolutely nothing about his philosophy and his approach. To me, that is very meaningless, right? Because you could be looking at a Van Gogh and not understand anything about the approach, anything about the depth of the art, the real depth of the art, not the mechanics of the art. You see, right here, you guys see the mechanics. And if I were to show you how I'm mixing the color and like if I had two cameras and whatnot, it'd be awesome, like the other people's videos. But you will only be seeing the mechanics. And I believe that, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, the mechanics, anyone can do that. I want you guys to hear about why I do what I do. How is it that it came about? So that I can give you a better tour into the artist's mind, rather than just look, guys, I paint, you put blue here, this is phthalo blue, you mix it with viridian green, and that's nice, but those are mechanics, and that really, that's not that's not where that's not where the gold is. The gold is, why do I use the white like that? What was going through my mind? Where do I, where did I came up with the whole idea of painting the way I do? And I mean, I definitely wish I when I collect artists' work, that they would be more open to their approach and their philosophy and the way that they, why is it that they do things the way they do. To me, that is more interesting, and certainly more. It goes deeper than the mechanics of the work. Doesn't mean the mechanics are bad, but I'm not very interested. I will be doing some videos. Don't get discouraged. Those of you who are looking for the strategies and the I paint on a glass palette, that kind of thing. I know some of you guys are interested in that kind of thing. Cool. But I kind of try to think more of if I were to meet Van Gogh, if I had the chance to meet him, would I wanted to see him paint and not know who he was, or would I wanted to see him paint and him talking to me and talking about who he is, that kind of thing. That's the kind of thing I'm more interested in as an artist. I want to share me, the artist. There's too many people sharing artwork, just the artwork. I want to share the art, of course I'm sharing the art, but I want to share also the artist. I want you guys to know who I am, what I am about. I want to be transparent with you guys and talk to you guys about my approach, what works for me, what doesn't. Even life, life philosophies, things that I've have helped me, become a stronger human being, and that kind of thing. That all of that dealio. I would have loved to hear, Monet talking about what was going on, how he felt, why water lilies? How do you feel about that? Like why did you pick that? What is the depth of that? You're probably like, I don't know, I just like, I like them. And then you get them talking a little bit, like how you get, how I talk here. I start talking, and then you start getting to the real juice. Well, water lilies, when I was a kid, blah, blah, blah. That's where the juice is. That's where the gold is. You get an artist talking, oh my God. Especially the artists who do self-portraits. I'm sorry, guys, for you. Those of you who do self-portraits. But you guys are way, way, way awesome. Way, way self-absorbed. You know how I know? Because I'm one of them. I did a couple of self-portraits when I was younger. I didn't paint self-portraits, like in the traditional sense like that. I did, I used to do this really cool thing where I started painting on acrylic glass, or acrylic, plastic, whatever. Acrylic, right? Plexiglass. And what I would do is that I would just hold the plexiglass and then get a marker, color marker or something, and then just draw directly. This is a practice that I developed for some time, maybe for over 2 years or so. I would do it almost every day. And I would go to like Home Depot or wherever I could and get acrylic plexiglass. And I would carry it around. I know that it sounds weird. But I would, sit in a corner or in a little cafe where there was people that I could actually watch people, and just start sketching. And every now and then I would do a self-portrait on a reflection. Nothing new. I'm not trying to say, oh, me the avant-garde. The reason why I started doing that, and I'll show you some of the stuff that I did later on, but the reason why I did that is because I believe there was something, I believed at that moment, at that time, I still do, but I just, stopped that practice. But there's something a bit magical about painting directly. And I mean directly, like, imagine you have a glass in front of you, right? It's a glass. It's plexiglass, right? And you see a tree or a landscape or whatever, you're not, as an artist, what normally you would do is this is a blank canvas, you look away to the little tree over here, or the landscape, and then you would come back, right, with your eyes to the canvas. What the plexiglass allowed me to do, and I didn't learn this from anyone, guys, this was a total pure inspiration. What the plexiglass allowed me to do is to actually just look directly at the landscape and just draw it like if you're playing air guitar, playing around, and actually draw the landscape and actually draw a portrait. And that, if you do it enough, I did it, it worked for me. It teaches you how to pay more attention to what you're actually seeing, because there is no bridge. If I make any sense to anyone out there, there is no bridge between the subject and the canvas, or the object, or whatever it is that you're painting the subject. Well, there is no gap. There is no bridge. See, when you're painting with a canvas, there is a gap. There's a bridge. There's subject. There's canvas. You're not painting the subject. You're painting what you receive from the subject to the canvas. But when you're just putting the glass in front of it, you're actually painting the subject. So it forces you to really look at the subject while you're painting it. Later on, I saw that. I saw a video somewhere that Picasso was doing something similar, and of course, right? I'm sure that thousands of other artists have done it, but I started doing it just out of curiosity. And to cut the middleman, the middleman being the blank space, right, between. Anyways, I don't want to sound too crazy, guys, but that's how I practice. Day in, day out, in order to it made me feel like I could paint better. I'll just leave it at that. It made me feel like I could see things with more clarity. I don't know why. Maybe I convinced myself. Maybe it was a placebo effect. I don't know. But it helped me. It helped me tremendously to see directly at the subject and not to be the interpreter, right? You're not at that point. You're not being an interpreter. At that point, you are the song. All right. What do you guys think, eh? Simple. Simplicity is my religion, guys. Simplicity is the artist's religion. Without simplicity, I'm not very interested. I'm just not. All right. This is Jose Trujillo. I am the world's greatest artist, self-proclaimed here for you guys, because I believe that how you view it is how it is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be showing more of my awesome techniques and philosophies and whatnot for you guys to see if you like it, if it works for you. If it doesn't, cool. Till next time, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.